Good morning, everybody. Our sizzling pudding here.
Bright and early. We drove about an hour and a half this morning up to St.
Not
Lucie.
early, it's late. It's 9 o'clock in the morning.
She likes to get here super early. But anyway, we're going to do beach fishing for Pompano today.
Yes.
So stay tuned for some awesome Pompano fishing.
I'm excited.
Yes,
we have not done this in over a year.
I'm excited because I got new tires on my beach cart. And last time I had like 2 aneurysms and a heart attack dragging my old tires down the beach.
Yes.
So I'm excited about that. And again, stay tuned for great Pompano. And there's also possibility of permit and whiting and croakers and all kinds of great stuff on the beach.
Yeah. Beautiful day. We got a west wind, so it should be really nice this morning. And again, really overcast. So, but we got to get fishing because we've been just sitting here twiddling our thumbs.
Yes, we're going to tell you exactly how we catch all the fish. Let's get to it.
Yeah, but first we got to get lines in.
All right, we're going.
Let's go. All right, guys, we are just putting our lines out, and I got the last rod right here to send out. And I'm just gonna basically go over the rig and the rod and all that good stuff on how we're gonna catch these pompano today, even though we have not caught any yet, but that's okay. We got lines soaking in the water. So what we have here on the bottom of the rig, starting at the bottom, this is a Sputnik weight, also storm stopper weight, I guess you could call it, but it has a breakaway here where these pieces of wire fall out like that. So when you reel it up, it'll break like so, and then you're able to easily reel in the weight, no problem, okay? And that's gonna hold in the waves and the current out there, and it just really anchors itself into the sand, and that's what the pompano like. And then we got a swivel. You can see a snap swivel here with just a regular swivel. And then we got our awesome Captain Paul Spurco pompano rig right here, hand tied by Captain Paul. I'm gonna link the information down below, but these can be found at the Snook Nook Tackle Shop located up here in Jensen Beach, Florida, and also on the Fish Bites website, but they're hard to come by because they're so popular. So you can see we got 2 hooks on there with the tiny little 1/0 circle hooks. And then we got Fish Bites on there. Fish Bites are another awesome piece of equipment to catch pompano. Usually you can catch them with just that little piece of fish bite. And the sand flea color seems to be working great, so that's what we're using. And I'm gonna show you how to rig a sand flea. This is a blanched sand flea. And you would put it on here with your fish bites. Oops, make it like a smorgasbord of bait. And usually you would do this backwards. You put the sand flea on first, and then you would put the fish bites on, so the fish bites will hold the sand flea. But I'm just gonna show you just to make it easy. Just kind of roll it in there, pop it right through. Take your time because they do fall off. All right, so that's how that's rigged. You got a bead and you got a float to keep that bait up. Then we got another swivel attaching the pompano rig from Captain Paul. And then our main line here, just using a uni knot to it, is 12-pound mono. And 12-pound mono, 2 reasons why we like this is to stop the creeping when you're cast it out. If you use braid, there's no stretch in the braid, and that's just gonna make your rig creep all the way back to the shore. You don't want that. The pompano are out far, especially by the next break or the next sandbar. So you want 12-pound mono. Also, the diameter is perfect for casting long distances, so that's the reason why we like that. And then we just got a cheap 6,000 Tsunami Shield reel. This is not an actual surf rod, but you can surf reel, but you can use whatever you want. This works fine for us. We've caught pompano in the past. And then paired with an Akuma surf rod. Pretty awesome, really light tip. You can really see the action on it, and so far we like a 2-piece setup, okay? And that's really about it, guys. We got our sand spikes, and now we're gonna cast it out.
Nice cast our sizzle. Now on your rods, we got 4 rods out. And of course, until you start catching fish, you want to vary your baits, right? Use different flavors of fish bites. Sand fleas on some, not sand fleas on others. And you're gonna stagger them. One as far as you can cast it, and then stagger them in. We even have a really short rod at the end, just in the trough, okay? And with this rig, we also could hopefully catch, like we mentioned, croaker, whiting, which are both delicious. They've been catching permit and bonefish like this on this beach. So we have high hopes. It's gonna be a long day. Usually you want incoming tide, okay? And this is just the beginning of the incoming. But for the last 2 weeks, Captain Paul tells us they've been catching them in the afternoon. So we don't expect to actually catch fish until much later. But we're trying to make a video today, so we're here all day for you.
Yeah, and Captain Paul might show up. The last time I was up at Snook Nook, a bunch of you guys asked me if I was going to fish like Captain Paul again.
Yeah, so we're actually fishing with his son, Randy, who's over here.
Yes.
So we're very fortunate. We thank them a lot for helping us out, and they give us some nice intel all the time. Anything else, Sizzle?
Oh,
Oh, and the Sizzle has to get 2
I
teeth
also
pulled tomorrow. She can give anesthesia and everything. Please wish her luck. She's very nervous.
Yes.
She's never been knocked out before.
I was also going to mention those Sputnik weights, those breakaway weights. I didn't mention that, but I'm going to link those down below. There's an awesome seller on eBay that hooked me up with those awesome weights, so I'll link that down below as well.
Yeah, Darcy's been doing a lot of research on weights and lead and all kinds of stuff lately, so she has.
I spent hundreds of dollars on stacks of different lead at the house now.
I think you spelled thousands wrong, but yes, we have lead everywhere, and she does all the research. So this is, if she tells you where to get lead, or we tell you something, it's because we've looked it up and we
Put the
hopefully have
B-roll
best
of all the
spots.
lead we have.
I don't want to talk about it. I'm too upset. I had to buy a new truck.
Yeah.
No, just kidding.
All right, I think it's a pump. All right, so we have been sitting here patiently for what feels like almost all day, but not quite all day. And sure enough, we just saw this line go, the rod tip go slack on this reel, and I saw a fish jumping out there, literally jumping, like Pompano is jumping. Here he comes. Keep your rod tip down. I think it's a Pompano. Make sure that drag is light. Woo! Running right there. Woo! Did you see him jump? Dude, this fish is full on jumping. I've never seen him do that. Rod tip down and drag him onto shore. That's what I learned from Captain Paul Spurko. That's a nice fish. That's a nice fish. It was full on jumping. Yeah! Saying thanks to Randy. We got a Pompano, guys. We got a Pompano. That's a nice one. Hold on, let me get this rod set up. All right, so you can see that my rigs here are completely cleaned out. So I need to rebait and get all set up here, but that's a really nice Pompano for me. No complaints, but it seems like it's always towards the end of the incoming tide, and the incoming just started a couple hours ago. So there's my very sandy Pompano. Chill out, buddy. There he is, nice fish. All right, there you go. There he is. Nice fish. All right, so I think the bite is just getting started, but that was really cool seeing him jump all over the place. And he did fight real hard initially in the beginning. All right, let's get lines right back out, catch some more. Fish on. Dude, as soon as you put that out with the sand flea. Okay, so we've been having a little bit of trouble trying to keep those sand fleas on the hooks. What do we have? Oh my God, it's a tarpon.
What?
Do you see a tarpon roll?
No.
I felt it bouncing, but I don't feel a fish now. Dude, it's a big tarpon just rolled out there. What's going on? Am I gonna lose my whole rig? It just pulled. It just pulled. It was stuck on something. He's off.
All right.
See if we got the whole rig. That was weird. Oh wait, it's back on again. What the heck is going on? And now I'm getting close. Keep it down just in case it's the right fish. Oh, we got ate by a bait. That's what happened. That's a bonefish.
Is it?
Yes.
All right, get
him right back in the water. Hold it.
Let's put this back up. Hold on. Come on. Bucket.
Let's go. It was something else was on there first. That's exactly what happened.
Bonefish?
This is the world's smallest bonefish right here. I think he ate it on when I was reeling it up. He's so teeny tiny.
In the water.
Look how cool he is though. Bonefish, another species. Look how cute. There he is. All right, next wave, he's going home. There you go, buddy. Go, that way. Cool. All right, send it back out. We'll catch some more dinner this time. That was a huge tarpon.
All right, this rod's getting hit every time I put it out, like within seconds. It feels like the same situation as Darcy. I hope it's not another tiny bonefish or nothing.
Can't even get my rod out.
Ooh, now it's got a fish.
You got a fish. Keep that rod down when he gets close.
I will.
There you go. You got
another
a bonefish. Bonefish Slayer.
All right, we gotta cast past them.
Yep, you gotta get it out further.
I don't know, I've casted it pretty far.
Oh, he's side hooked in the tail. He's off. He's off.
You sure?
Yep, he's off. That wasn't very nice. Let's throw a bonefish.
Flying bonefish. Florida Life, guys. Pie Hole Pizza on Hutchinson Island. They deliver on the beach. You know, Puddin' likes that. Thanks so much.
Margarita pizza.
Whoa, that looks good.
The good stuff.
Nice,
And
all
then
right.
this one over here we call the goat.
The goat.
Goat's got the,
That's like Darcizzle. She's the goat of female anglers.
That's kind of what I was thinking, the goat.
Yeah, there you go. It's perfect.
So
The goat for the goat.
right there.
Oh, she's gonna like that.
Thank you.
And,
Appreciate it.
I watched your last Pompano video.
Oh, you did? Cool.
Pretty cool, yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I watch all your videos.
Thank you. See, a fan right there. That's
he's
awesome.
a pretty big fisherman out of here.
We
Nice.
were talking about it one day, and he's like, "Hey, do you know there's this?" I'm like, "Yeah, of course."
That's awesome. I love it.
Status here at Fort Pierce.
Yes, thank you.
Cool.
Fish on. Stay on. Stay on. Okay, so today is just the most overcast day on the beach, and there's nobody here in sight. We just have the beach to our entire selves, and literally this is the first bite in like 4.5 hours. It's been a long time. Brian was falling asleep in the chair, and I've been just casting around, and we've just been patiently waiting for the fish to bite. I don't know what it is, but it's a fish. Hopefully, it's not acting like a pompano, but I don't know. Oh, it's a pomp, it's a pomp, right? Oh, it's a runner. Another species. Hey, it's better than no fish.
Not much.
It is not much. But that is a blue runner. We catch these for bait offshore. Maybe the bite's turning on, who knows? But literally, this is the second fish I've caught in 4.5 hours. It's been a while. All right. We got the single pompano we've caught so far today right here. Figured I would go ahead and fillet this guy for a Florida pompano cast, clean, cook right here on the beach. Well, we're not gonna cook them on the beach actually. We need a permit and you're not allowed to do that right here, but maybe in the future we will do that. So let's just go ahead and dive right into this. We've actually got a brand new Luaya today from Smith. We always carry some knives on the boat, but yeah, we're all set, ready to go. Extra sharp knife. And while we got our lines out, you know, just goes to show you that not every day out here is a killer day where you catch a ton of fish. There's some other pompano fishermen out here today as well. A lot of these guys are local guys that are out here every single day beach fishing. And the most that have been caught today, one guy got 2. So I think I'm lucky with just 1. But we're just showing you how it is out here, how we're real, okay? So 1 fish, but it's enough to make a delicious meal. So let's just go ahead and dive right into this. We're not like expert pompano fishermen by any means, so we're learning, and of course being out here all day, you know, this is a beautiful office as well, so attitude is gratitude. We're still having a blast, catching a ton of fish, and pompano is one of my favorites, like delicious. So just following that backbone all the way down. Oh, also wanted to mention this beautiful Florida pompano sterling silver solid necklace I'm wearing. That's available on the website as well. Wore it today in honor of pompano fishing, and sure enough, we got the target species. So check that out if you're interested in beautiful nautical jewelry on my website, darcizzleoffshore.com. Gonna link all that information down below as well. All right, this fish is pretty nice and cold. Been in the cooler most of the day. So we're gonna check out how delicious his meat looks. I did bleed them, and what I mean by that is I usually just rip a piece of their gill plate out while they're alive, put them in the cooler, and they usually bleed out pretty quickly and die quickly too. So that is what I mean when I say that. All right, so we're gonna just fillet down. Wow, this meat looks amazing. It's been a while now since I've had pompano, so this is gonna be delicious. Oh, speaking of which, I don't even think I'm gonna be able to eat this fish because I'm having my dentist appointment that Brian mentioned earlier. So Brian gets to enjoy it. How lucky is he? All right. There comes one side of the beautiful pompano off. Whoa, almost in the sand. There's one. And this is a mat from the truck, by the way. It works. Let's flip them around, do the same exact thing again, and then we skin them. And just really turn that knife all the way up into the head so that way you get as much of the meat as possible. Just don't go straight down because you're missing all that head meat. All the way up to the nose, there's plenty of nose meat, and then just follow that down. There we go. This knife is so sharp. When I was cutting off the other side, it literally like cut right through that bone, no problem. That's how thin these fish are. I mean, you can see how thin that fillet is and how you can clearly see through that. That means you did a good job filleting the fish. All right, so we're gonna put him to the side and let's get these skinned and we're gonna put them in the cooler. Now you can scale it if you want to. I don't recommend it on Pompano because there really is no scales on them. You can leave the skin on if you want. Some people do that. But for us, majority of the time, we always like to take our skin off. So we are gonna take it off on this fish as well. And they have super, super thin skin, so you kind of just wanna leave your, it's kind of hard to explain, but you wanna kind of angle your knife up and you're gonna leave like 1 millimeter or 2 of meat on the skin in order to not cut through it. Takes a little bit of practice, of course. Kind of something like that. See there how I left some of the meat on, especially towards the head there. But you can see all that blood right on the edge of the skin, and we avoided all of that. And then you just take your bloodline out, and then you have left with 2 beautiful pompano loins. All right, a little bit of pin bones in the front. So I would just say this is very similar to like an amberjack or a Spanish mackerel that have those big thick bloodlines in the middle, wahoo, so that way you're left with 2 loins. All right, there's the bloodline. And we got the top loin, which is also delicious as sushi, and then we got the bottom loin. And I'll clean that up, no big deal. Get rid of those bones, but you guys get the point. All right, so I'm gonna finish up the other side. We're gonna throw them in a cooler. We'll see if we get lucky with another fish, but otherwise, we're gonna meet you guys in the kitchen with Cooking with Puddin'.
What's up, guys? We're back home. We didn't catch any more fish. Welcome to another edition of Cooking with Puddin'. We gotta hurry up because Darcy's gotta go under anesthesia edition. All right, guys, so Pompano today, of course. You know, one fish is a meal. We had a great day on the beach with my beautiful girlfriend. It was totally awesome. You know, and those methods we used today, those are the methods to use. Captain Paul, who we copy everything from, is like a commercial Pompano guy. Catch a Pompano all the time. Sometimes it bites off, all right? But anyway, I'm gonna barbecue this Pompano. And I'm gonna use this barbecue mat that Darcy's cousin recently gave us. He said it was totally awesome. I put salt and pepper on these. And I'm gonna try it. It's especially good for like fish and maybe shrimp and kind of stuff that's gonna fall apart on a barbecue. And they say it works great. So I got it right on here, you can see. Close it up. And that's gonna cook super fast, and we'll see you inside for what I'm gonna create. Look at that, guys. Delicious Pompano sandwich. Delicious. Come on, hit the sizzle. Our little girl doesn't feel good. She didn't eat or drink. Quiet. She didn't drink. She hasn't been able to drink or eat.
It is what it is, y'all.
So she's grumpy. She has a caffeine headache because we drink loads of coffee from fishing. And so that's the deal. So she can't eat. So I just made a nice little lunch for myself. We're going over to the anesthesia and have the wisdom teeth removed.
Yup. But until our next adventure, follow your dream.
I wasn't quite ready yet.
Sorry.
So you guys always ask about Pompano and how you cook certain fish. You can cook a lot of fish the same, okay? Pompano, you can cook like tons of other fish. Today I grilled it. We've done sushi. You can just put it in a pan. You can bake it. You can do anything you want. It's a delicious white, semi-firm fish. Highly sought after at stores and everything else. So until next time,
our next adventure, follow your dreams
and keep on catching.